do my best. All right, so welcome. We are going to talk about backing up your files from DotLoop into Command, into a Google Drive, into your computer, and even a flash drive if you want it. So we can have your files anywhere you'd like, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that today. So I'm going to share my screen. We are going to start with...
Which is the easiest to back up?
The easiest backup's gonna be the Google Drive version that I show you.
Really?
Because all you'll have to do is connect a third party and it does it automatically. And that's gonna be through API Nation. Okay. So I'm inside of my DotLoop right here. And I'm going to choose I'm just going to choose this one here. No, I don't want the archive one. I'm going to do Sam Jam Buyer. So the Sam Jam Buyer loop has a bunch of paperwork in there. It's been completed, so I need to back it up. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to select, this is for one file. So if I'm going to select this, selects everything, and when we download it, it's going to turn it into one file. I think that's okay because you're going to have all the paperwork. I don't want you to have to go through individually to save yes, file saved, and so on and so forth. I'm going to do the whole file. So everything in the folder is selected. And I'm going to click on download. And it says standby, you'll be prompted to download. Okay, so it just downloaded for me down here in the corner. It shows my downloaded, and downloaded to my computer into my download section. And I'm going to drag that into a new folder that I create. And I'm going to create a new folder. And now while this is through a Mac, it's very similar for Windows. It's going to ask you where you want it to download to. And it's going to say into your files folder. So I have 38 pages. Let's say this is all completed, good. Close out of that. And create a new file inside of my downloads or someplace else and put it into there. And that's really how you just download it into your computer. Another way you can do it, I have this is all selected. I'm going to, where is...
What was the first one you downloaded it to the computer?
Yeah, I just downloaded it to the computer.
Into your downloads?
Yep, it just went into my downloads and then I can move it into wherever I want to. So I'm gonna share a different part of my screen so we can see it all. So it went into my downloads and I'm gonna take it from my downloads and I'm gonna put it in a new folder.
But now I'm not sure, that button up there at the top left you checked, I wouldn't have that on my file, would I, my computer?
Inside here, in the...
Well, you went to the top left corner there and
Oh, no, yeah, so yeah, the top left corner in here, you won't, if you have a Windows computer, it'll be different. So if you have a Windows computer, you're gonna go down to the bottom of the screen and you'll have the file finder. And it looks like a file.
Which side of the screen?
It's going to be on your left-hand side, right next to the Start button. And it'll look like a file. I'll pull up a picture. I just want to... Trying to find a good... Oh, this will work. So if I pull this picture up, I just want the screenshot. Come on, pull up. Here we go. It's going to look like this file right there.
Huh.
And that'll be found next to your start button. This is a Windows 7 screen, but on Windows 10, it looks very similar to this file.
I guess I have Windows. I'm not even sure. I guess I do.
You probably do.
Yeah. So what would you do? You click that, then what?
Yeah, yep. So you would click on that, and this is where it's going to download into your downloads folder.
Oh. So you couldn't just hit download over here on your screen, and it'll open up where you want to download it into, would it?
It for some reason mine did it automatically to download to my downloads. That's just how it is. Windows, it will have usually has a pop-up asking you where you want to put it, so you can choose where you want it to go.
So if I click this folder here or any one of the files I want to download, and I hit download like I normally do,
yeah,
I'll go into my download. If I could put it in my download file, and then I'll have it. That would work also, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
That would work.
But then it's saved into my downloads, and then I have to find someplace else to put it.
Yeah, well, you could always keep it in your downloads if you want to. I keep a lot of my stuff in downloads because it comes directly from there. It's all about how you like to organize things. So it would be very similar if I wanted to save it to a flash drive. I'd download it into my folder, and then I'd move it into my flash drive by dragging it over.
So if I by clicking this up here where it says folder, I'm actually creating a folder, and it's going to be named Sam Jam Buyer.
Yes. Yep.
And that's what it'll show. That all these files will show in that folder, one line on my in my download screen, on my downloads.
Yeah.
As a folder. Won't show all the individual files, just the one.
No, it'll be just one file. Yes, if you do it this way. So if you want individual files, you'll have to go through, unselect this, and select one, and then download.
Right, but if I want to, like you say, to back up.
Yeah, I would just
make a backup. I would hit the folder file, which would be the whole folder.
Yep.
And then hit my download, and I can assign it to my downloads or my documents or wherever I want to put it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay. Now, if it stays there for 7 years, you're okay, or would you recommend downloading it further?
I mean, 7 years is the law that we have to hold on to them.
Yeah.
After that, you can delete them if you'd like.
So every one of my folders in .loop, any one of my files in .loop, I can create a folder and put it in my downloads, and I can select them and put them on a flash drive or some backup.
Yep.
And that's all it's required.
Yep, that's all that's required.
Oh, now what's command?
Command is our operating system that Keller Williams gives us. It has our contacts in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's all that stuff.
Now, if I took it from my downloads, my download file, I can transfer it into command?
So this is what we're going to do for command.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure my screen back here. So if we're going to upload them into command, I'm going to go to www.agent.kw.com. Oh, why is this not right? Hold on. This isn't right.
So one we want
agent.kw.com. I'm going to go into my opportunities, which are the handshaking. And I'm going to click the import button.
Wait a minute. What do we do? Oh, you got command there?
So, yep. So I'm inside of command. And you're going to go to agent.kw.com.
You just can't do the regular kw.com?
Nope.
Okay, agent.kw.com. You do /command?
No, just because you're going to have to log in.
Okay.
So you'll
log in.
KW info.
And then you select.
You'll go to opportunities, which is the two handshaking.
Oh boy. I love these little visual things. You got to figure out what they are. Okay, and you hit that, yeah.
And then we're going to go press the import button right here.
Import, where was the import button?
It's going to be at the top. So we have, so do you see my name up here?
Yeah.
I'm going to go all the way to the right-hand side. It says,
oh, I see. It says import. Okay.
I'm going to click on that.
Yeah, the pictures that you and me are cutting that off. That's why I didn't see it.
Ah, okay.
All right.
And then it's going to ask me which import to which pipeline. I'm going to choose the first one. And then because I have my DotLoop connected, it's asking me which, I'm going to say default profile for DotLoop.
DotLoop default profile. Check.
Then I'm
okay.
Continue.
Uh-huh.
And it says I can select up to 25 loops at a time. So I'm going to select.
Yeah, but now where do these loops come from?
Your DotLoop. They're going to be coming from DotLoop.
Automatically?
Well, then this partially.
So that means, so this is separate from what we did with the create a folder and download. This is a totally different.
This is a different process.
Okay. All right. So then you select files to be.
Yeah, you'll select the loops you want imported.
Okay, select loops. Import. Probably all of them. I mean, at least back 7 years, right?
Yeah. And you can do up to 25 at a time. So I'm selecting 2 loops.
Okay.
And then I'm going to click import selected. So 2 loops could not be imported because it didn't have enough information. Okay, so I'm going to click done. I don't think I had anything in them apparently.
Okay.
Once again. Let's try. No, I don't want that one. Give me something more. Here, test. I'll do these 2. So one loop imported successfully. The other one could not be imported. I don't know why. It just says insufficient information. So I'm going to click done. And once it is done, I'm going to go where it says closed right here. Oh, no.
So once they're 25 or download, you go to close and then you repeat.
Yes. Yep. Oh, here's the one. So once I have imported it, this one imported into active because it's an active loop. It says imported from DotLoop at the top. I'm going to click on it. It has the information from DotLoop, but it does not have the documents yet.
Oh, that's just telling you what happened to the one that wouldn't download. Is that right?
No, so it didn't tell me why it didn't download, just that it didn't have enough information.
But, right, so that's the one. So if you have one that won't download, it'll tell you. Okay.
Yeah, it'll tell you that it didn't download.
Okay.
And then you can go check to see the ones that did upload in. So I'm in the one that did upload. The documents aren't in here because I have to go into DotLoop now. Go back to.
Oh, there's no step. So you.
Yep. So yeah.
Once you import them, they're not imported in a command. You got to do more.
For some reason, the issue is that their importer is not importing the documents.
Oh, that's your document. That's the one that was something wrong with.
No, any of them.
Oh, none of yours.
If there wasn't, this is the one that was successfully imported. It didn't import the documents, and it doesn't for some reason. Originally, it did import the documents, and now it's not working. I talked to KWRI. They do not have a fix for this except to go into DotLoop and download documents to upload them. This is a process that is a little tedious. So you're gonna see that my last one that I show you is probably the best one because it is the easiest.
Into Google.
Into
Or again, just get a what do you call it, and download them
into a flash drive.
Flash drive or something like that.
Yep. Honestly, those are the easiest ways that I would recommend, either into Google hard drive or into a flash drive. Command, you're really not going to, it's just a spot to have them saved. And that's really what you want, is just a spot to save them. So this, I would go in, I download all of these into one. So it's in my downloads. I'm going to go back into command. I'm going to add a new custom folder. I'm going to name it documents. Click on the documents. I'm going to add document. Document type, I'm just going to say is contract. Note that it's all documents. And I'm going to choose custom folders as to where it's coming from. Oh, wait, no, there's nothing in there yet. Never mind, sorry. So I'm going to choose manual. I'm going to click browse.
How many agents are doing a command?
There's a good number using it, but not using this for backup.
For backup.
Yeah, for backup, probably not.
Okay.
I like I said, I suggest using a flash drive or Google.
Okay, save your breath then. Let's do that.
I can't. I have to go through all.
Oh, you still got to go through yours. Okay, go ahead. I'll hang in there with you.
So I'm choosing the documents that I downloaded.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to click add. And the documents are in here now, so I can look at them. Yep. Great. So they're all in there. Perfect. And then now it is, I can move this to a legacy closed, which means I'm going to go back to my pipeline. It was under active. This one, I'm going to move it to closed. And here it is right here. So now it's in command. That's the way you would move it into command. I personally, it's not my recommendation to use it because of the amount of steps and the fact that the importer doesn't import the documents.
Yep, I'm with you.
So I'm going to show you now API Nation.
What's that?
APINation.com.
Okay, this is Google?
Yeah, this is the Google one, yep.
API Nation.com.
Yep. So this is, it will cost some money, about $10, but it's worth it. If you have 7 years worth of transactions that you need to save and you have over, oh, I don't know, 10 transactions,
yeah,
I definitely recommend this.
You say 10 bucks, is it 10 bucks one time or?
It's 10 bucks a month, but the way we're going to do it, since we're not going to be using DotLoop anymore, I would say have it for maybe a month or two, and then you can turn it off and it'll be in your Google hard drive.
What was that?
So it's what it is it's syncing your DotLoop with the Google hard drive. And while it's turned on, it'll communicate with DotLoop. Once we turn it off, it'll keep everything inside of the Google hard drive that we imported into it.
What about new stuff? Through DocuSign.
Okay, so the DocuSign stuff, you don't need to worry about backing up yet into the Google hard drive. We will have access to DocuSign. If you want to back up the DocuSign stuff, I would suggest saving it to a flash drive. We can, I think, you know what, let me check to see if they do a DocuSign connection. They do a DocuSign connection. So if you want to switch from a DotLoop to DocuSign, you can do that. And you can have that syncing.
So I got $10 a month to put stuff in storage with Google, or I pay $10 a month to keep DotLoop.
Yeah, that's come up before. So you could do that. But with the storage, you can turn that sync off and stop paying the $10 a month.
Stop after 2 months.
Yeah, because unless you're still working inside of DotLoop, there's no reason to have that connection. So I think it'd be worth it to spend. You know what? I think I have a coupon in here that can bring it down to $5 a month.
I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm still leaning towards paying $10 a month to keep DocuSign.
For DotLoop?
Yeah, for DotLoop. Has anybody else talked about that?
Yeah, they have. So because we're still going to be doing compliance through command. So you can use either DocuSign or DotLoop and just be paying the $10 for DotLoop.
Okay.
So I'm going to go into here.
But it's still recommended to back up, even if I'm in DotLoop, it's still recommended to back my files up?
I honestly, yes. I believe backing up everything.
Okay.
Because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So if I go into here, I can choose, I can sign up for free. I can get a free trial. I'm going to show you where to get a coupon. So if I go back into DotLoop, and I want to go back to my loops. I can go into Help Center. I'm going to search API Nation. And I want Google Drive via API Nation. And this is an article that tells us how you do it. But if you click on Get Started Today, it's going to give us a $5 a month cost instead of a $10 a month cost. So it's $5 cheaper.
Right.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna try it for 1 week. I'm gonna connect my DotLoop. And then I'm gonna approve all of this. And then I'm gonna connect my Google Drive, which is through my KW. Or it's my KW email address. I'm gonna allow.
But is it recommended to back up the Google with a flash drive or no?
You don't have to, because Google is a cloud.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be up in the system all the time.
Okay.
If you want to have an extra hard copy, you can. I'm someone who likes a hard copy and a cloud copy. I'm all about the backups because you never know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sync all existing loops in my DotLoop account. We charge for a profile type, not for each profile. Please make sure that your Google Drive has enough free space. Ours does, that is included. And then it's going to create a new folder called DotLoop via API Nation. And I'm going to start sync. I'm going to sign up for, so what I would do is I'd sign up, put my credit card info. I'm not going to because I don't have anything.
That's fine.
In there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But all it would be is a payment code.
Right.
Or payment process afterwards.
Right.
And then it'll start a sync.
Yeah.
And that's the last way I would back it up.
Okay. I still think I'm gonna leaning towards paying the $10 to get my DotLoop.
Yeah, there are a lot of agents who are talking about doing that, and if you feel comfortable with that, I would suggest it.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable with that than even trying to do DocuSign, because I mean I don't know how many pages of notes from from you and I,
Yeah,
and I'm sure I can make it work, but it's just so many.
right. So yeah, I'd go ahead and go with the $10 for DotLoop. It's probably worth it.
Now, does that, since KW is not supporting DotLoop in any way, is that going to be a hindrance against us being a rogue agent staying with it?
The only thing is that we wouldn't be updating the folders with the contracts anymore.
What does that mean?
So like all the groups and things like that on the side. So like listing packages, selling packages, we wouldn't be updating those.
So, and then, no, you did tell me this before. If I stay .loop,
Mhm.
how do I get it to Lisa if I can't submit it through .loop?
Because you still have to, excuse me, you still have to upload the documents into command.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't avoid command. That's where all the documents.
so I got to go through this whole thing with command.
Well, I'll show you where. So when we're in command, you still have to create an opportunity. And I have videos on this that I can send you links to. So I'm inside of an opportunity right here. I'll be in documents. And then let's say I'm going to pull up the exclusive listing agreement. I'm going to click add a file. Then it's going to say .loop. And then all my .loop files are going to show up here, and I'll just click add. I'm going to send you the links to those videos, Ed.
Okay.
So you can watch them and then.
Well, that seems fairly simple, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You go opportunities.
Yep. And create an opportunity.
And then you go to
Documents.
documents. Then you select .loop.
Yep. Yeah, I'll send you the videos that you can watch that'll show you exact step by step.
Okay.
And then that way you can go back and forth with them.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, it's not. I mean, otherwise, when you went through command and the file didn't download, you had all kinds of extra steps, and we don't need that to just upload it.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, for backup wise, no. When you're in a live loop, you don't need all that stuff. It's just add a file and then you choose the file.
Okay. Yeah, I think that to me is the way to go.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like spending any more money, but I think it's still the easiest way. I mean, for peace of mind.
Right. It's
know,
true. And that's worth it. $10 for a peace of mind is worth it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm just so comfortable with .loop and that DocuSign. Just to me, like I said, even though you worked through it with me, I mean, I got what 5 pages of notes here on the couple of days that we worked on it.
Right.
And I mean, I could probably do it, but I just too old. Too old.
There are several agents that are probably sticking with .loop, and they'll pay the $10 happily.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate it. I learned some things here. I still have a bunch of notes from this morning.
Good.
And I'll look forward to that video so I can follow up on it. But now, when you said June 1st, everybody goes to DocuSign, right?
Yep.
So how do I stay on? How do I?
So what'll happen if
make my preference to stay?
So what'll happen is that you can log into your account and there'll be an upgrade button, and you'll just click on upgrade.
So I got to do that before June 1st or on
yeah,
June 1st?
If you want to do it before June, you can do it on June 1st if you want to. If you want to do it beforehand, you can give a call to .loop, and they will set you up.
And what's it called? Upgrade?
Yeah, it would. I believe it would be an upgrade button. Because they have like an upgrade button.
Button.
Yeah, it's just hold on. So like I'm in .loop support right now. Where's my regular .loop? So right now it says premium. It would be free, the free version you would have, and then it's going to let you upgrade from there. Let's see if it's through here. Oh, this brings back to here. That doesn't help me at all. Because I can click on my account and I can look at it here. And then there's an upgrade button under my account too.
My account, okay. How come your screen with all your files looks different than mine?
What is your screen look like?
Go back to your last screen you just had.
All right. Hold on. This one?
That one. Mine has big boxes.
That's because the settings I have it on list instead of grid view.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
So right here, there's a
Right,
button where I can switch between a list view and a grid view.
Where are you?
If you go, so you see this magnifying glass search.
Yeah,
Go all the way to the right-hand side.
Okay. Well, our pictures are over. That's why I can't see it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I keep forgetting that the pictures are there.
Okay, so you go into the search box and you go over to list.
Yep. And I just click on the list view, and this is what it looks like. I like list views because I can see more of the organization.
I do too. I do too.
I
Yeah.
can make it more compact too if I want to.
Yeah.
So it shows everything.
Gotcha. How'd you do that? Also over there?
Yeah, it's also the same spot. Yep. It's the last one called compact view.
Compact or
Yep.
List and compact. You're all full of good little ditties.
I try.
Okay. Yeah. Pardon me?
I try.
Yeah. No, you do. You do. I kind of like that one. That's the list, right?
Yeah, this is the list.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
alrighty.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining me.
I appreciate it. And we're going to start taking advantage of more of these because I've never done Zoom. This is my first shot at it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you logged in really well. You're here. I can see you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hear you. So it's just like training in the classroom, except over camera.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right.
All right.
Blake, thanks.
Yes.
Have a great day.
You too. We'll see
Thanks.
you later.
All right. Bye-bye. Oh, there you are. See ya.